Hello, welcome everyone. We're here at Stanton Drew near Bristol.
There's a really strong connection with the feminine here, and some people, namely Maria Wheatley and Gordon Strong, have suggested that there is actually a Venus circle, a moon circle and an earth circle, and this here where we are is actually a cove. To me it feels like a receiving place.
And this is to the goddess.
Yeah.
And very significant, this particular area, to the moon, Kelly.
Yes, so we've got the moon circle, which is just over there, which has 12 stones. You know, the moon, again, Mother Moon. The earth circle, Lady Gaia, which has 36 stones. The Venus circle, which has 8 stones, who in other traditions could be likened to Ishtarte or Ishtar, or Inanna, or even Mother Mary. And actually behind us we have a Mary church.
It's an amazing place. It's a big complex.
3rd largest in the UK, very much like Avebury, in that there are other sites around here that seem to be connected by energy lines. There's a lot of storytelling about there being a wedding here, and in that wedding they were warned not to overstay, and particularly for the Sabbath, the Sunday, and they did, and all of the fiddlers and all of the party members and the bride and the groom, they were then turned to stone. So the 2 stones here are suggested as being the bride and the groom, and we're sat on the holy man actually. So I do apologise if I am
the drunken priest.
The drunken priest, yes. So
which would have been upright back in the day.
It would have been upright. So it is a very, very interesting place with lots of storytelling, and we just want to really share with you how we connect with it and how you can connect with it also.
Mother Earth will carry me back to the sea, the river.
So people have come here really because this is a complex.
Growing and growing.
We have the 3 circles.
Is flowing back to the sea.
But we also have the movement of water. There is a great importance on the waters, as Veda Austin would call them, and as she believes our ancestors called them. And the waters means a collective body of water, and that is a consciousness.
Flowing and growing.
So I'm asking to be shown the centre of the geospiral. It's really here. So there'll be water underneath here, so it'd be a crossing point of earth energy and water. And so our ancestors would have known about this. This would be a place where you'd come and you would receive healing. So what we are in actually is a great crystal centre, and this site here is composed of great stones. I think our ancestors would have brought crystals here, and they might have left them as offerings. The quartz itself is actually in the standing stones that are around us. It's under the earth that we are sat on also. There is a slight magnetic energy here also, so I would imagine there's some iron. So what we have here is the crystals that I have brought along, and essentially there are 8 clear quartz points, and they are pointing in the 8 directions. In the centre we have a great malachite crystal. This malachite is rich in copper, the copper connecting with Venus. And what this crystal does actually is it's really good for drawing out emotional pain, and some people use it for physical pain also, but very much bringing it up to the surface. So malachite is a sedimentary rock. We also have on top of that rose quartz. Rose quartz, as you'll all know very well, is about emotional healing and balance. It's about nurturing. It's about love. We all need love. And so as that suffering, those wounds are exposed and our vulnerability comes up, actually it's the rose quartz that's really offering a safe space to accept, to forgive, to let go, to be compassionate. And then around that we have 4 Mangano calcite. So this is a very pale pink, often assumed as being rose quartz, but most definitely a calcite. And this is a stone that I always recommend really for grief. So it's for sorrow, despair. And so again, it's about healing and it's about letting go. And then right at the top, you can't beat and emerald. And so emerald is all about balance. And right now, I think we all just need some balance.
When the wrongs of the world are too much to dismantle on your own, and exhaustion settles over you like fog, you have to fall gently, like a raindrop or an autumn leaf, into the arms of the earth which longs to hold you. You have to remember that all the most beautiful things fall down from time to time, that all the most beautiful things are a little broken too.
The White Leaved Oak, as you'll remember, is a space where the Perpetual Choirs were said to have sang, and it was Jean-Michel who suggested the Great Decagon, and it was John Gibson 40 who actually dowsed 10 energy lines, and one of those energy lines goes down towards Bristol, through Templemead actually, and then it goes through here. It's Stanton Drew, and then it carries on and it goes to Glastonbury Abbey. So we're here on one of the lines. We've been called here, haven't we?
Yeah, individually we're sort of intuitively nudged,
Yes,
aren't we?
yes.
And it's like, yeah, but you know, both of us have had very profound experiences in the past here with the sort of divine feminine holding and loving energy, the sacredness of this space.
And I think here is a particularly healing place, and it really does feel like a feminine bowl holding you. There's something really special. Again, you know, there's 3 stones. That in itself is very significant, you know, so you could say the Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, or the Father, Mother and Child. The 3 is very, very special.
Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum.
We're attempting to create a resonance and a coherence here. When we come here as pillars of peace, we're asking for what is the highest good of all, to bring harmony and healing and balance, not just to the land, but also across all time and all space and all dimensions. And so it's really harmony and balance is what we're doing. And so the crystals are very much interacting with us. We are very much interacting with the land. We are also interacting with the rock. We are interacting with the multidimensional beings that are here. We've already been spoken to by the elementals telling us to de-stress, which was quite funny.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
So our ancestors knew, very importantly, how stone, how water, how earth, how the elemental realm, they knew how it all had to work together in harmony, and that if that harmony was kept and maintained, which I believe they attempted to do by revering this space and spaces like this, it was keeping the peace. We are the pillars of peace. They were the pillars of peace.
So Kelly, what cards came out?
Number 11, which is fascinating because these 2 standing stones look like 11. So we have the Genesis pattern, creation. And so there are 6 circles, and then in the middle they create the day of rest, the central circle. And so it's thought that in placing your intention with the Genesis pattern, that you are manifesting. And what a perfect place to do it, at the Cove. Before you have unconditional love, you have to have balance and alignment. And the octahedron is really bringing those relationships into the heart. So this is a living space. What you have here is quartz growing there, and then you have water, and then you have organic life. We've got grass, we've got plants. You know, this isn't simply just a stone. This is a home. Really quartz rich, really utilizing the properties of the amplification, the transmission and the receiving properties of quartz.
This one really leans over. It's like you're propping it up.
And what I see when I look at this stone is the face of Kali and the tongue sticking out, shaking bones. Again, the divine feminine has so many different facets to the personality. Of course, you have Venus, you know, the beautiful Aphrodite, but you also have the mother, Isis. I think this is meant to be symbolic of the Venus relationship to the earth, actually. And so there's 8 stones describing really the 8 years that it takes, and over that period there will be 99 full moons, and it will create the pentangle or the pentagon multiple times in here. And so it's the journey of Venus and the earth together, or Venus and Gaia. What I felt is the land, the whole space just waving, bobbing like an ocean, but not rough, just gentle. And the energy is very, very pink. And what's interesting is the stones themselves are quite pink as well here. So it's not so much wanting to channel a message, but actually just to be still here so that you can receive and you can let go of what you don't need anymore. And really that is the past, you know, that is the, you know, the things that we've kind of accumulated as suffering and pain, and it's in letting those go, allowing the goddess energy here to really take them away and transform and change them with the divine mother love.
Yeah, I had this dream last night that I was on the ocean and it was just me, and then you appeared and we held hands. Oh. And I reached out, you reached out, and somebody else held our hand, and then there were thousands of people holding our hands in the ocean, connecting with the heart, surrendering on the ocean, the seawater, the crystals of the salt, and the seawater and the waves supporting us, like you described on this rock. And then there were millions of us, billions of us across the world's oceans, connecting, loving, surrendering, and being supported by Mother Earth, by Gaia, by the waters, by the elementals, by the sea creatures, transforming into a new world.
We really are one
Money spider.
Oh, right. Oh. We really are one big family, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what this place says. We really are one big family, and we need to be more tolerant. We really do need to be more living in harmony. You know, and it's not about, you know, being soft. Sometimes, you know, there's a need to actually be quite strong and have boundaries. But a need for more tolerance in this world. I think this is the quietest it's been all day, actually.
I feel very humbled by being here. It's a place where you can let go. And as mothers, you do your best, try and do your best, don't you?
You do.
Juggling all the balls and rarely stop, actually, Kelly.
I just want to say thank you to this land, to the spirit of this place, to the stone, to the elementals, to yourself, and to you that's watching, everyone really. You know, it's really taught me a lot today.
We're started out when it was cloudy. It's been quite dark all day, quite damp, and now look, the sun's come out. This new golden age is appearing, isn't it, Kelly?
It is, and we've still got another circle to find. Oh.
And the River Chew is just here, so close to the Venus Circle, the mother, the waters. Beautiful. So this is the moon circle, and I'm in the centre of it.
And apparently there are 12 stones. I did just try counting them and lost count over there. So
the thing about these places is there's the myths about counting the stones and the stones liking to go down to the river for a drink, and
yeah, there's a lot of trickery. So the sun has finally come out and it's just glorious. I feel quite rewarded for coming here and for being a pillar of peace. And so the moon circle has 12 stones, and you could say they're like the 12 zodiac signs or the 12 moons in our modern calendar. But I do wonder if there was actually 13.
yes, yeah.
Was there 13? Is there a missing one?
I'm feeling it in the heart chakra. Where are you feeling it in your body?
I'm feeling it relieved in my tummy. Yeah.
Time for some more food then, Kelly.
Well, do you know, I am a bit peckish, now you come to mention it.
I do have a cheese and chutney sandwich for you.
Oh, thank God for that.
A nice cup of tea.
Oh, perfect.
And I hope you can join us again for another sacred journey.
Take care.
Bye-bye. You're not meant to be recording this.
I am. Be careful. Leg over, leg over.
Giddy up.